Sparrow board you're after. Candlehurst Hall's got both.
To keep Grimvar safe, but these are dangerous times.
Yes?
If those Whiterun guards can take down a dragon, so can we. Horses, all day long. Do you have any idea how dull?
Every night, I walk around a Grey Quarter and let them greyskins know what I think of them.
I'm a sailor.
They say dragons are coming back. I want to kill one.
If the guards would listen to Viola, they'd have caught the butcher by now.
It's good to spend some time on solid land.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Grog, you old crone, you'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. You've come at last! I knew you would! It worked! I knew you'd come, I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things. And then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood. You don't have to say anything. There's no need. You're here, so I know you'll accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind. Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackbriar Meadery. A few mugs of that, and you'll forget all...
Too lazy to walk, eh? Well, you found the right place.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? Keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate.
Take my advice. Don't listen to that talk of the face sculptor down in the ragged
Decide when you're ready.
Face butcher is more like it from what I...
I had another run-in with a thief's guild.
I don't know you.
Careful,
You and Riften looking for
Thieves
trouble?
Guild has Maven Blackbriar at her back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail. Or worse.
They represent the reason I'm here. I can't just ignore them, Eren.
I know. I just don't want you to leave. You're the only good thing that's happened to this city in a long time.
Yeah? Well, I got news for you. There's nothing to see here. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some stranger sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. You could pretend not to hear me all
I'm
you
really
want.
getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time for double.
Yes, Sarah?
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes,
Yes.
Grellet.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here. Until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grellet. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
You really shouldn't be here.
What do you want? You have no business being in here.
I'm really afraid of Grelin. When Aventus escaped, she was so mad. I got double the beatings that day.
Please, lady, you gotta get me out of here. Ever since Aventus left, Grelin's been... It's too bad the orphanage ain't letting us kids get adopted. I'd be the best son ever.
Welcome to Riften.
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Did we have an appointment? Yes, my lady. That unpleasantness at Helgen supposedly involved a dragon. It...
The fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim.
All meats guaranteed, clean and free from rock joint.
What brings you to Balamon today? Repair? Purchase? The finest weapons and armor. If you need any more smithing work, come see me again.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you're carrying, eh, lass? I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can tell.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
It's all about sizing up your mark, lass. The way they walk, what they're wearing. It's a dead giveaway. Oh, but that's where you're wrong, lass. Wealth is my business. Maybe you'd like a taste.
Why take a chance?
I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid. Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing.
All meats guaranteed, clean and free from rock joint.
I could take a hint, lass. You want to make some coin? Come find me.
Protect yourself
Jewelry
right.
with
Buy armor
legendary
from Grelka.
Argonian craftsmanship.
It's too bad the orphanage ain't letting us kids get adopted. I'd be the best son ever.
What do you
I
want?
hate it here.
You have no business
Grelin
being
the Khan
here.
is the meanest person in all of Skyrim.
I was named after the sound a lion makes. You know, roar! Really?
I'm strong and quick and can do any chore you want. Come on, adopt me, please. Need something?
Come to get yourself a kid? Get away from me. The kind is... At last! We're saved! Yay!
Aventus really did it! He got the dark...
Well, Growlhub the Kind. Is she, you know... Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. And thank you. Thank you again.
I'd travel more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers these days?
Been a murder over in Riften. Some old lady who runs an orphanage. Those poor children. Townsfolk call me Captain. I lost my family years ago. Truth is, I don't really know what keeps me going.
This here's Candle. Got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Working in Windhelm is great. I get to see Ulfric up close.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall.
Hear the news? There's a dragon roosting up on Mount Anthor, to the northwest.
Balgruuf won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that.
I remember you. You were at Helgen with us. Come to join the war. Speak with Galmar. He handles the new recruits. Good. And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Balgruuf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms.
There's no glory in war.
I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breaths. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you...
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
But they were... Helgen, huh? Ulfric told us quite the story. If you made it through all that, you're likely worth something to me. But first, tell me, why does a Breton want to fight for Skyrim? You mistake me. I'm not saying no, just wondering about your intentions. We're not looking for sellswords. The Stormcloaks need
I would gladly
dedicated men
retire
and
from the
women who are
world.
devoted to the
We're
cause.
such a day to
willing
dawn.
to die for it. Aye, but in the meantime,
They call me a war hero. I'm no...
Watch yourselves out
Speak
there.
with Galmar. He'll size you up and see where... Not entirely true. Though not entirely false either. Any Nord can learn the way of the voice by studying with the Greybeards, given enough ambition and dedication. My shouting Torque to the ground proved he had neither. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him. They live in seclusion near the top of the throat of the world, the great mountain of Skyrim. They're masters of the way of the voice, of shouting. It's a great honor for them to summon you. They speak to very few. In fact, they hardly speak at all. I studied with them when I was young. They taught me how to shout. Yes, they chose me when I was just a lad. It was a great honor, of course. I was to become a Greybeard myself. I spent almost 10 years at High Hrothgar, learning the way of the voice. Then the Great War came. I couldn't stand missing it. I often think about High Hrothgar. It's very disconnected from the troubles down here. But that's why I couldn't stay. And why I couldn't go back. I suppose the Greybeards care about Skyrim's troubles, in their way. But I needed to do something about it. I'm sure Arngir would call it one of my failings. Yes, the oldest and most powerful, although he may not seem so. I doubt he's forgiven me for leaving. And for, well, for what he'd consider blasphemy. Using shouts for anything but worship of Kinnereth. Keep your brother, and he'll keep you.